Well, finally, that is both of the towers all completely welded in. There are some spot welds and some small welds left, but we need to do a lot of welding anyway, so I will take that when we're on to the rest of the welding. Well, we need to do some cool stuff for the YouTube game as well. So now let's start to make it look OEM plus. The ideas are to get, well, this side piece all back together in a nice flow. So lower this a little bit, make here an angle, make the angle over here, get that blah 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 blah. Lots of explaining to do. Well, what can I say? Yes, it was too much work. It was, well, because of the accident, it had some more needed love to get it all straight. But we managed to do it in the end. If this was a good idea, I'm not so sure. And stupid stuff wise, and you need to make a decision and you start from somewhere, but that's never easy. Now, yeah, I can only say I wasn't in the best mood, so now let's make some good mood again and make some cool stuff. Well, let me explain you all where we ended up and what's the plan for this episode and what's the story to tell, what we're going to do, and hopefully what we're going to reach in this episode. So you've seen in the intro from where we started and, well, how far this project is, well, got out of control or evolved in more and more cool stuff. We ended last episode with the towers in. Now let's get the laser out, let's get the table straight, let's see if everything is straight, so we know for sure that we're in the good spot, in the good way. It feels like, and it looks like that we're going in the right direction. Let's get the final measurements with the laser out, because then we cannot miss on how it's sitting. If you look at it already, we're really close, so that's feeling good. Then I will go tack weld everything together. I will reinforce the strut towers on the original chassis, and then, well, start welding everything off and closing everything in. That the front will be done. And yes, it's a lot of work. So I'll take you on this ride to how much work we're going to put in to the engine bay. Oh man, I am so close with all the tools that everything is being calculated to get both towers in a perfect spot. But as you all know, that side had some damage and I'm almost there. It's like 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters and 1 or 2 degrees. Both sides will be sitting the same without touching them and with the suspension on. So that's the final bit, but that was a whole day gone in aligning everything. We're close, so let's get that done. And I want these projects, all these projects going faster, but it seems like every project that is in the shop is always fighting me that they're not going out the door. I think they like it too much over here. I want some stuff finished so that we can show you people that they're driving and that they're rolling, and like with the BMW, when it would be on his wheels and the wide wheels on, then we're finally after the cool stuff. But yes, It's a struggle. It's a damn struggle. So let me all know how you all feel that. The struggle is real. Let's go continue. And way more struggle and way longer than I expected. This angle is 7.1, 7.9. Get it straight. Lots of measurements, lots of measurements. I keep on measuring. It feels like everything is within a millimeter perfect, but we can only do it once. Well, look what is here, and well, what a mess I've already made. Yes, I am full pull on the BMW. The first thing I started was welding off the point where we were. I welded all the spot welds in. First piece of the beam is all connected and this is looking really tight. Made some extra reinforcement that I cut it out and welded through to the inside of the beam. So beam me up, Scotty. Beaming is getting very strong. Now we're off to get the first pieces of this sheet metal done. Then we can attack those rust points and slowly move on. Are you all excited on this? Well, I am. Well, damn you, that is looking smooth. We are getting there. Final piece to make. I'll show you some more. How we start from this cardboard to get that corner done. And when that corner is tack welded in, we can get the final rust spots done. But I think this way we're getting the looks of the original E30 inner fender again. Kut de kop, niet geknipt. Well, totally not ideal again. I'm making it myself way too hard because I want nice original looking shape, but this means that the sheet metal that we can do, I can do as far as along as I can do by hand. But yes, this automotive game is the stupidest thing that you can ever do, because you always need more tools the further you go along and the further you go learning yourself stuff. So I need a stretcher, I need a shrinker, and I need an English wheel to get this actually the easiest way in the right shape that I want. Let's see if I can do this by hand and by the welder and make it in as nice as possible. I think I can do it, but I can do it better. Let's do it what we've got. What are you? Well, kind of excited and happy on the result, on how far this is getting. We've got the E30 fronts together with the F80 now. So, well, kind of OEM plus non-standard style. We get the beams together, the arches together, so that, well, actually, if you don't know, you don't know. So take a look at this. And that can only mean one thing, that, well, this crazy stuff now needs to get together as well. With all the beams getting together. Front beams already together. Now this back reinforcement, I want that to get flowing over into the wheel arch, that everything will be nice and tight. And of course, back to the drawing boards. Well, the drawing board on location. This is my location drawing board. So this way I want to connect the strut tower to the side piece and then make all one strong piece. That's the plan, I guess. So we know our reference points over there and there. Bend this down so we can weld this all off and then get the strung over there. So let's get it to a real drawing board, get it to the cutter and get all the holes for the fenders or the wings in, and then slowly make progress, I guess. Well, that is it. My final piece of this puzzle on this side. Well, it's challenging, and I think it's a piece of art with connecting everything together. When the final beam is in, cleaned out the inside, and now it's time to get it all together, and then we've got one side completely done. Except for, of course, this inner piece, which we need to address later when we're going further on the inside. Well, that is actually another point closer to the end result, and well, you almost cannot see that it's a different strut tower in right now, all fitting really nicely. Factory looks, need to grind this down, but overall kind of excited on the looks of all of this. Yes, we're getting somewhere now. It's really taking shapes. Sad story that we need to do the same on the other side, but that's the way the game is. The first invention is done, so the other side should be a little bit more easy, because now I know which route we need to go. In this art, in this piece of art, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I'm really digging this. It's starting to look like a car again, and I'm starting to feel happy about these results. How about this? It's really starting to look like a car again. So, well, who knows, but if you see it like this, I don't think you even know. But it's rust prevention inside all the hollow spaces, so it will eat the rust, it will prevent it from rusting. So, well, on this side, it's nicely leaking every freaking where, so that's a good thing. So everything should be protected now. Maybe we'll do a layer inside later on as well again. But for now, I think we're going on a good direction. Ooh, it's coming out everywhere. Need to clean that. But, well, by the looks of this, I am getting kind of excited on the looks. And yeah, if we can do this point, well, I think we can get to everywhere. Now let's start attacking that point. And then we will be in the next episode onto the rear axle, because this is just some small job to do, and then another fun stuff project will start. Off we go onto the repeat, do almost the same thing on this side with some small differences of the other side, that, well, things that are in here for the hood or the engine bay cover or whatever you guys want to call it. Yeah, let's get this all fixed together, then it will look OEM, same like the other side. Well, people, yes, that is it for another episode. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel, and keep watching this build, because we are making some progress and we're getting some places, and hopefully soon more news about this project. So stay tuned. Thank you all, and see you in the next episode.